Welcome back, guys. Today we're going for a ride in a 1979 Beetle. This is a convertible car. We're going to be dropping the top. It's also fuel injected. Check out the detailed pictures at maplemotors.com. We have financing, we have shipping available. Also, be sure to hit subscribe to see daily content from Maple Motors. We test drive all of these old classics. We also do a Monday walk around, pointing out all the new inventory that we get in. All right, guys, it's about that time. Let's go for a ride. Before we take off, we'll look around the interior on this one. Place your bets. Do you think the horn works? It's a game we like to play here on the channel. It does have a nice little crack in the dash there. And what we're doing is looking for flaws during this video. You can see all the good. I'm going to point out all the bad. I got my gear in the back seat. Look below in the description to see what I use. The top on the inside here is a little bit dirty in the back. It does have a hole right here in the top. Just the vinyl part here, not the actual convertible top. That's on the other side of this. But this interior spot here has a little hole in it. We'll go ahead and get her started up. Give her some gas. Well, we don't have to give her gas. What am I talking about? It's fuel injected. There we go. I'm used to all the carburetors. The clock's still working on the dash there. I can show you the mileage, but it's hard to stand behind mileage on this ride. Trying some of the switches out on the dash here. Doesn't look like the windshield wipers are cutting on. Well, blower motor's cutting on. Your lighter here looks pretty old. I don't think it's gonna work. Oh. Turn signals are popping up on the dash. Gas tank is right at quarter tank. Oh, windshield wipers are popping on. It'd help if I hit the right switch, wouldn't it? All right. Looks like they put a charger in here for your cell phone or whatever you want to plug up. This one is a 4-speed. Let's go ahead and try that horn out. Are you ready? Did you place your bets? It works and it fits the car too, don't it? Let's hit the road and see how she runs and drives. Started thinking about it. Why not drop the top? Let's go ahead and do that before we leave. So I believe this is a manual top here. We'll probably just throw her back. Try to do it with one hand, which is very easy to do on this one. Unlock the door. Roll down our windows. Looks like it's working pretty good. The back window here, the seat is up against it, so we'll try to lift it up. Roll the back windows down. Try the driver's window here. The reason I'm doing this is sometimes the windows will start sticking on the tracks, but these are all smooth so far. Looks like where you lift up on the back seat, it's missing a prong. You can still grab it. It's not exactly right. It does have a tear there. Roll it down backwards here. All right, let's hit the road. I think we're good to go now. Okay, got y'all on the wide lens. I figured it'd be better. This car's a little bit smaller on the inside. Working on my seatbelt here too. Sure happy I put the top down. It's starting to get warm today. There we go. All right, we're all in here. Let's see if I can drive this thing. So I noticed on the shifter, going all the way over and up, it's not going into first. going all the way over and down is reverse. But on these, I know you have to push down to get in reverse. This one is not locking you out. So every single time it'll go straight into reverse. So what I kind of figured out is if you go over to the right a little bit and go up, there's your first gear. Like I said, give me a little bit of time to learn and I'll be all right on this one. Kind of get adjusted to the clutch here. That lockout needs to be on there. I think that'll help out a lot. There's third gear. Speedometer seems to be correct. We're running about 40 right now. As we're going down the road, it's got a little bit of a left pull. Just a very slight left pull. I can't get on the brakes just yet. When I took off, everybody come flying up on us. Getting on them now. It's stopping pretty good. See if I can find first again. Well, actually, I'm gonna go to second. See, it keeps trying to go back into reverse there, and that is fourth gear. So there's second. Shifter's a little bit weird. It may need to be adjusted for sure. That way it'll lock it out. Because right now, every time I go back to find second, I'm running into reverse. And I'm not jamming them in on purpose. That way I don't mess anything up here. There we go. Starting to get the hang of it. Third and fourth are easy to find. Let's try first again. Look at it. This way. I do want to continue to drive around a little bit. Try to keep getting a good feel of that location. This one's not super quick either. It does have a bit of a drag when you're taking off. I think it may be that fuel injection setup. Just a cruiser. See, that normally is where I would think first would be, but if you go over just a hair, it goes right in. I just feel like it's a bit off. Good deal. Getting used to it, it's a lot easier to drive. I knew this one was going to take a second with the gears being so close and off. As far as suspension goes, this thing's nice and smooth. It's actually really easy to drive. And again, that left pull could be tire pressure, and it's kind of seems like it's going away. Let's get on a good stretch, the straight road again. And I'll double check that, because it only happened when I first left the lot, and the road down there kind of slants at an angle too, so it does throw me off a little bit, sometimes on these old cars at least. So that's normally where first would be. Go over a ½ inch, and there it is. Straight back. Up to third. Now we're going to pull in this parking lot, get some undercarriage shots, hopefully if the car's not too low. And, oh, come on. There we go. I always put it in second when I take turns into parking lots, and I think on this one you just need to put it in first. Because to find second straight back from first on this one. Okay. But now we're going to go ahead and do undercarriage shots and drop by the camera. Try to have a little fun with this car. And I leave all this stuff in here so you know a real representation of the car. You come here and you drive it, same thing's going to happen to you until you get used to it. Or get it adjusted. Let's try the brake. See if the brake works. It does. Holding the car. Cool. All right, let's get these shots. Alright, this looks a little funky, don't it? This is a max super view, so you can see left and right side of the car. And we're going to take off. I was sitting here thinking, I already know you're going to have some keyboard shifters on here. I definitely know how to drive a stick, so the linkage is definitely not set exactly right on this. I mean, I literally started driving on a stick when I was 14. And I drive one every day currently, so. I feel bad that it was grinding, I guess. But when you go to find second without coming out of first, it's pretty difficult in this car right now. I don't know why. Like, here we go, let's try it again. See? I mean, every single time, so. There it is. You're about ½ inch off, it'll do it every time. See, it won't go, normally that's straight right there, go to the right, and it's in. And that's something you got to get used to, or fix linkage on this one. Because once you find it, you can go straight back into it. And no, I'm not jamming it in there, making it grind. It's just barely touching it, and I'm not trying to mess anything up, so. And coming back, we got to find second again. That's not second. There it is. And first. Tell me what you think about the super view here. I wasn't sure if he was paying attention. I know it's kind of stretched, but you really got a good view of everything right now. Try to use this in the smaller cars because everything's so up close. Again, there's nobody behind us. Let's try reverse. It's there, and it works good. First. Tell you what, everybody that's seen this car has had a big smile on their face. That lady back there was just walking her dog. I seen. She's probably like, man, I know my wife would go crazy over this car. She likes the early model Mustangs and these old VW Bugs. Beetle. Be a drastic change of cars today, so we got this one, and what I'm going to end with today is a supercharged Chevelle. Idle on this one seems a bit high, and I think that's due to that fuel injection setup. I've noticed that with a lot of the fuel injection stuff. It just seems like it always wants to idle a little bit high. Want to make sure you check your coolant on this one. Who got that? Who got that? Get back to the lot, I'm going to look for chips, scratches, rust, any more issues that you would want to know about before you get here. Let's see if I can get second the first time. I think I did. Look at her go. So by the end of the video, I've kind of got an idea of where the gears are. And that may be why the previous owner didn't already adjust all that. We don't get into fixing things here. I just point out the flaws. So, of course, if it don't run and drive, we're gonna fix that. But this one runs and drives pretty good other than the shifter linkage. But it does have a few little flaws like that, and all that's gonna be pointed out towards the end of the video. The old light didn't work. we go. So we're gonna pull in this parking lot here and get her done. Go ahead and hit subscribe, share, hit like. I'll keep these videos coming your way. Also look at the 100 detailed pictures we provide, showing you the rest of the flaws. My uncle does the pictures, I do the videos. All right, oh yeah, release buttons on the front there. Make sure y'all can see that. Pretty cool. I'll see you in a minute, guys. We're back at the lot now, walking around this car, pointing out chips, scratches, rust, any issues I could find. Look at the detailed pictures at maplemotors.com. And if you enjoyed the video, hit subscribe, share, and like. Let's get started. So I opened up the hood and the trunk. That way I'm not messing around with the camera and bumping it into the paint. The bumper on this one has got some scratches on it. It is not in perfect shape. Do got some scratches on your tail lights there. Let's go down the lower portions first. Got some chips right here in the door. You've got some cracking going on right there around the fender. Also some scuffs up here in the front. A little bit of pitting starting to pop up on the chrome right there around the headlights. Got a little bit of pitting popping up here on top too. Still not bad, looks pretty good. Little chip there. Little spot here. We'll be putting this down towards the end of the video, but there's a chip there as well. Weather stripping on the top looks pretty good. Same with the top of the windows. This little piece is holding on pretty good over here. Coming around the front end. Front bumper's got pitting and oxidation all over it. Got some chips here in the corner. It's like a touch-up mark there. Seal doesn't look too bad. A little rust in the corner there. Nice and clean in here, that's for sure. That mess I made. Coming on down with it, but the edges of the hood here, I've got some chips, a little chunk missing there. Some more chips up here in the front. Let's go ahead and come down with it. Use the right hand. There we go. Now it's shut. Definitely got to slam it a little bit to get her to lock. Get some chips, cracks in the paint. Little spot there. Coming around this way, lower portion first. Little scuff marks. Got some chips right here. Light scratch right there on the paint. Back to midsection, you got a few chips too. Chrome trim looks nice and clean on this car. This scuff right there. Right in here too. Front windshield is in good shape. Seal looks good around it. This little piece here could be spread apart and put back in there just like so. Got a spot there as well. All right, made it around this ride. Let's check the interior out a little bit and we'll get her started up. Back seat looks good. Front seat's not bad. Door panel's got some scuffs at the bottom. Got a few chips, corners, and down here. Leather stripping's a little bit older. You can see it drying out. Bottom of the door's the same way. Your jams, not too bad. Carpet's not bad. You got a rip right here. Go ahead and get in here and turn the key on. Starts up pretty easy. Gotta take her out of gear now. Brake works. Panels look good. Time's still ticking. Bees are on me again. Them bees have been chasing me. I tell you what, bees like the yellow too. There's that chip I was talking about. Got a paint run there. You also got a chrome missing on your bumper here. Alright guys, hey, I appreciate you watching. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, hit like, share, and I'll keep these videos coming your way. Check out maplemotors.com. I have financing and shipping available. There's also 100 detailed pictures in all of our inventory. I'm sorry about the camera being all over the place at the end there. I had a little bee trying to land on my nose. They're messing it up for me. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Later.